welcome to what's possibly going to be the best series on my channel, and that is Wi-Fi Battle Wednesdays. This will be premiering every Wednesday at 6 PM on this channel. In this battle, there's no live commentary, but I will be commentating over this, describing my mistakes, going over what I could have done better, and also just talking about the stuff I actually did quite good. So, without further ado, let's check the team out. As you can see, I'm going to be bringing the Gillian Damage down with Choice Scarf, Toxapex with Black Sludge, Dracovish with Choice Ban. I'm using two choice members. I use the Mammoth Swing with Assault Vest, just boost that special defence. Get the High Dragon leftovers and my Galarian Prone Rapidash, with the Life Orb, which I've just recently been testing out just to get a big hit on my Swords Dance setup. So I'm looking at my opponent's team here. He's got the Toxapex just the same as me, and the only other threats I'm seeing are the Serena and definitely that Dragapult. So I'm trying to figure out what they're going to send out here. I was maybe thinking a Dragapult lead just to get maybe a heavy hitter out, but I end up going with Toxapex, as I feel like he's going to lead with his Toxapex, just try and counter it out, get my Toxapex set up just as him, but we'll see as we go in. So as I said, I send out that Rapidash first, in case he sends that Toxapex out, just to get the Cycle Cut on it, which is super effective, just to get that Pokemon out of the game. So let's see what happens here, let's see what he sends out first, let's see if my prediction's correct. He does indeed send out the Toxapex, which was great for us, sending out that Rapidash. So immediately I'm thinking he's going to set up, probably going to try set up the Toxapex, which is completely fine. I'm going to hit the Swords Dance. I'm going to get the +2 attack off this and hopefully do some big damage. Do indeed set up the Toxapex, which I'm not too worried about. There's no way I could have stopped that anyway. I should have predicted the Baneful Bunker here, but unfortunately I just went for my Cycle Cut. I should have went for another Swords Dance to get that +4, but that's an easy mistake to make, and I just need to try and get this Toxapex out of the game by using another Cycle Cut. I thought he would have maybe switched to the Dragapult here, which would have been a smart play for him, just to get that switch in and not take as much damage, but he does indeed decide to stay into this Toxapex. This guy does take a little while to pick his moves. I think he was contemplating. So as he said, he does stay into Toxapex, which we get up out of this battle, which is great for us, which means we can't get scalded, we can't get bummed. No more Toxapex can get set up, and it's just a bulky Pokemon out of the way. As the title suggests, my Toxapex is the hero of this game, and I wouldn't have won it without it, as a lot of my games go. So I'm just waiting to see what he comes out with next. I send out the Gliscopod here, which I wasn't too sure what to handle with, so I thought, you know what, I've got the +2, I might just hit him with a Wild Charge. Just straight go for the Wild Charge. I'm not too fussed if I lose this Rapidash at this stage. I did forget about First Impression, but we'll live on that 2 HP, clinging on for dear life. We get the Wild Charge, we almost kill the Gliscopod, and obviously we're going to take some recoil damage, but the Rapidash loss was worth the damage on the Gliscopod. Obviously Emergency Exit's going to come out, and the Gliscopod's off the field. But Rapidash done the job getting rid of that Toxapex threat and basically getting rid of that Gliscopod. You can send out his Morpeko, and I'm going to send out, I forget what I send out actually. As I said, it's not live commentary, but yeah, here we go. I'm going to send out that Mammoth Swing to get the E-Quake, and I thought he would also switch during this, maybe into the Serena, but I think he stays in, I'm not sure. Obviously we're going to get poisoned here, which does kind of suck, but we're against Morpeko and just going to see how it goes. So I'm going to use the E-Quake and hopefully nothing too bad happens. Yeah, I was predicting him to maybe switch here, but he actually uses Tail Whip, which is quite funny, but could work really well for him if he uses it correctly. But can use the E-Quake here. Let's see if we can take out that Morpeko.
more people. Plings on its focus sash, I'm pretty sure. Yep, focus sash more people. Which is kind of strange. At this stage I'm just thinking I carry Ice Shard, which is priority, which means this more people can't go first if he does decide to stay in. And also if he goes into that Dragapult, I can get the Ice Shard off onto him. Or even the Serena, just to get that big damage off the ice move. But he does a very dumb thing here and decides to Dynamax his 1 HP more Pico. And he obviously didn't predict that I had Ice Shard, which is priority, so see how this works out for him. Obviously, more Pico on 1 HP, I use the Ice Shard, and that wastes his Dynamax turn. So that's a huge thing, because a Dynamax Dragapult or even Dynamax Serena could have been very bad for me in terms of my team. So I'm glad we got that Dynamax out of the way, and that's 2 Pokemon out of the way for us now. That's the Toxapex and the Morpeko. Wasn't too sure what he was going to switch into here, but yep, he's going to send out that Serena. Obviously he's going to carry that Drop Kick, which is going to hurt me quite bad, but I just thought I'm going to stay in with the Mamoswine, just do damage. As I said, I probably should have switched, but I just thought I'd try it, get the Ice Shard, it's priority, get that move, but Queen's Majesty cannot use the Ice Shard, and she gets a high jump kick off on me and takes my Mamoswine out. As I shouldn't, or I should have predicted that. I completely forgot about Serena, how she got a buff, and that ability is quite good now. So I'm just thinking at this point, what do I do? I was thinking about sending in that Dracovish, but I think we're going to send out to the absolute beast on this team, which is my Toxapex, as we can survive a hit as we're water poison from that Drop Kick, and high jump kick won't do anything either. So I'm just going to set up the Toxic Spikes, just to get that layer of spikes down for whatever Pokemon they send in next. Obviously going to carry that Drop Kick. It's going to do about a quarter of my health, which I'm not too fussy about. I've got the Black Sludge. But that's me got the layer of Toxic Spikes up, which is very handy for this team. Which is very handy for this Toxapex, as well as obviously you do what you get a higher crit chance when a Pokemon's poisoned when using their move on Toxapex. So I'm just going to try and get the Burn off here. That's why I'm using Scald, not because it's just not very effective, it's the only attack I've got. I'm just going to try and get the Burn, just to cut that attack. But unfortunately I did not get the Burn off this Scald. So I'm thinking here I should probably just get some health back in the Toxapex, but I don't want to risk using my cover, so I'm just going to Baneful Bunker. Oh no, sorry, I do use Recover, that's the next term, sorry, this would be better if I did live commentary. Uses that Drop Kick, but I'm going to use the Recover. My attack keeps falling down, which is fine because Scald is special and my Toxapex is special. So that's me, I'm basically full health now, just with that quarter, and then plus the Black Sludge, so we're 23 off full health. So at this point I'm thinking maybe get the poison off in the sooner by using Baneful Bunker if they use that Drop Kick again instead of switching out. Using that Baneful Bunker, let's see if the Serena uses the physical attack. It does, uses that Drop Kick, I'm going to block it, and the Serena is going to get poisoned, which is a big move from us. Going to get some good damage off my Serena now. Toxapex is going to heal up even more, almost hitting that full health mark. I'm going to send out the Dracovish, which is weird for me. I didn't want to send out that Darmanitan in case the high jump kick hit and the Serena was faster than me. But they can use that Drop Kick and it's not going to do too much to me with the Water Dragon type. My attack is going to follow, which I did forget, which is quite a bad play on my part, but I just decided I need this Serena out of here and I'm going to Dynamax. This is probably a bad decision on my part, Dynamaxing here, as my attack's just been lowered and I don't have any super effective moves. But I thought I would do it just anyway, just in case I could get going to kill it in the one shot with the max darkness, but as you see I do not do that, and my attack just keeps getting lowered and lowered. Just going to use the aromatherapy here. Sunil is no longer poisoned, which kind of sucks. It would have been great to keep that poison if I forgot about aromatherapy, but I thought that would take it out, and it just does not land. And that was a critical hit with my attack load, so it's not looking too good for us. We do drop the special defense though on the Serena, so I thought this would take it out as well. So as soon as you can use the drop kick, it's going to drop my attack even more, but I'm still above that halfway mark on my health. So my attack's going to fall now, and I'm going to use the max darkness again. Hopefully try and take out that Serena, and it just does not finish the Serena, so I've wasted my Dynamax, just like he did, but at least I got some damage off. So Serena's going to use the Tropic again, drop my attack even lower than where it is. I think I'm 3 or 4 down now, but I'm just going to use that max darkness again just to get rid of this Serena. It was a bigger threat to the rest of the Pokemon on my team. So that's the Serena down, and we're basically even at this point. So it's quite a close game, and it is a close game throughout. I'm not the best at competitive, but I'm trying to get more into it, especially with Sword and Shield. You can send out the Selgor here, which I had no clue how to deal with, but it does get the poison on it, as the Selgor is a really fast Pokemon, but we're just going to see what we can do here. Selgor is really fast and it carries that acid armour, but it is poison, so that's good for damage. So I'm just thinking here, I'm choice band. I'm going to use that Vicious Rend, which is boosted by my strong jaw with a choice band. It's obviously going to use that acid armour, raise the defence. Vicious Rend does a good amount, a good quarter to it. That's with my attack load, but the poison's also going to help. So I'm just thinking at this point, I just need to get rid of this. And I didn't actually mean to click Protected, I was getting distracted, so don't worry, I do know how to use choice Pokemon. So he uses the acid armour again, which just keeps boosting that defence, but I'm just going to keep hitting with the Vicious Rend. So poison's helping so much with me here. So I'm just going to hit again into the Vicious Rend. I'm glad I am choice, because if I used that Protect it would have been a wasted turn, I would not get any damage off. It's going to use Recover here, which is very annoying. I'm going to take it back up to just that quarter mark. I'm going to Vicious Rend just once more. I'm just going to take it down, and the poison damage is going to take it down even more, down to that halfway mark. He was probably going to Protect again here. This is why I kind of wished I kept my Dynamax, because I could have used it here. But he actually goes for that Bug Buzz, try to do some big damage off me, and I die, sadly, got rid of the Draco Vish, but I wasn't doing enough damage anyway, and my attack was low, so it was a good enough damage to get the switch in. I'm thinking here that Selgor is poisoned, but I could go into that Darmanitan, which is a big hitter, but I end up going into my Toxapex, which is the MVP of this battle, as I've said, as I'm going to get the critical hits off on the Scald because the Selgor is poisoned. So straight into the Scald, no playing about, not even going to be in full bunker in case it hits. But it's going to use Recover once more, just to obviously gain that health back, and I'm just thinking at this point, I'm chill right now, got my Toxapex, got my big bulky wall, and I'm going to use that Scald and try and get the critical hit, which does a decent amount of damage to him. It actually did more than I expected it to do, but that's the great thing about the Toxic Spikes with the Scald on my Toxapex. So it's going to take that poison damage also. I'm just going to hit the Scald once more, it's probably going to use Recover again. Yep, he does use Recover one more time. I'm going to use the Scald again, try and get that critical hit again, boom, get it. It's below the half point, I'm going to use the poison again, which is going to get it even lower. Even if he keeps using Recover, the more time I use Scald and get the poison damage, he will die eventually, so he does need to attack at some point just to get that damage. So I'm going to keep using Scald and see if he goes for another Recover. And he does do that. So I'm going to hit with the other scald again. Get that big damage, take it down below half. The poison's going to take it down even more. And as slow as this seems, it is painful just playing it. But I need to do what I can to win these battles, just to get better and better and learn from new things. I've never faced an Selgor before, so it's kind of scary because I don't know what it's capable of. But I'm going to use that scald, and he doesn't recover, and he uses the bug buzz, which is going to do absolutely nothing to us, and we are going to take this Selgor out with this scald. Even if it didn't take it out, we have that poison damage ready, so that's great on our part. We take out that Selgor, and I am happy. I do remember he does have a Dragapult, which is a huge threat. Dragapult, I've been quite hard to deal with Dragapult, even with that Rapidash on me, as it carries such a wide range of moves. Even with my Darmanitan, it has Flamethrower. Even with my Toxapex, it has Thunderbolt, and he does send out the Dragapult. So I'm thinking in my head, let's get the burn on it with Scald, but obviously it gets poison from his Poison Spike, so I'm just going to try and get damage now onto it by critical hitting it. As I said, this Dragapult is a huge threat to my team with the amount of moves it can carry, so using this Dragapult well would have benefited him so much. But he goes for the Dragon Dance at this point. I'm scared because I should have switched and tried to take it out, but I'm staying in with my Toxapex and going to Scald it, which is not very effective, but I get the crit. I'm doing this as I said, Dragapult's a huge threat to my team, and it carries such a wide range of moves. Thunderbolt, as I've said, Flamethrower, it carries that, it carries the Dragon Darts move, which I think it uses, it carries Shadow Ball, and it carries pretty much everything. It's such a good Pokemon. Obviously it is the pseudo legendary of this gen, but I'm scared. But I managed to take it down to half, which is quite surprising with my Toxapex, and I'm staying at full health. He's not hit me once. He's setting up. I'm scared in case he hits me with that Thunderbolt, because if he hits me with that Thunderbolt, I'm gone, and I won't be able to outspeed it with any other Pokemon. But it uses the Dragon Dart, so it must not have Thunderbolt or Thunder onto it. So I eat the first hit up, I eat the second hit up, but I cannot live another one. So I'm simply just going to Scald again, take it down to almost death, and the poison's going to take it down even further. I'm going to heal up with the Black Sludge. As I said, the poison's going to do some damage onto the Dragapult, and it's really one more poison turn. So I'm going to Baneful Bunker, and I'm going to let the poison kill the Dragapult, which was very dumb on his part. He should have tuned my Toxapex out. He shouldn't have set up. He shouldn't have just took me out and done it. But I get rid of this Dragapult with the poison damage, which is such a great play by me, as Dragapult is a huge threat to my team, and I've not yet fixed that. So Dragapult goes down. A huge waste on his part. He's wasted his Dynamax, and he's wasted possibly the best Pokemon on his team. At this stage I was just trying to remember what he had in his team. So he sends out that Gliscopod, and it is almost dead via the poison, and I'm thinking at this point how many Pokemon to get left, and that is it. So I'm going to recover, let the poison damage happen, see if I can kill it. He's going to use that first impression, I'm going to eat it up down to that bottom, but I use recover, get that health up, no need to switch into my other Pokemon. Didn't even use my Darmanitan this game. Darmanitan's normally my powerhouse that normally takes everything out with the Ice Punch, or even the Max Hailstorm on a Dynamax, but it does the poison damage and it doesn't quite take it out. But I'm thinking here, should I be nice? Should I switch into another Pokemon and just let him get a hit on something? I was going to swap out that Darmanitan. I thought, nah, I'll just Baneful Bunker and just let it happen. Just let him die to the poison. As I said, Toxapex is the MVP of my team. I used that Baneful Bunker, and obviously the Sword. He uses Swords Dance, which is quite funny. I thought he would attack, so I think he knew at this point. There's no way he's winning, obviously, because of the poison damage. So we have won this first game of Wi-Fi Battle Wednesdays. I may upload losses maybe on a different day, but Wi-Fi Battle Wednesdays is only for the wins, and that was a really good win on my part. Despite making mistakes, he made worse mistakes. We win that with 3 Pokemon to spare, and I'm quite pleased with myself. So yeah, thank you for watching this Wi-Fi Battle Wednesday. Any recommendations for my team, leave them in the comments. Any recommendations how to get better, leave them in the comments as well. If you like my character model, like the video, but make sure you just like. Tune in next week for another battle, and I hope next one is even better.